Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, the Chief of Staff to the President, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, here on our side, the Honorable Minister of Interior, my Supervising Minister, Obeni Rauf Aregbesola. With your permission, I would like to keep the protocol short by recognizing all the ministers here around: Minister of Foreign Affairs, Minister of Information, Minister of Women Affairs, Chairman, House Committee on Interior, and my former bosses are here. All the Controller Generals who have retired, 5 of them are here, Mr. President. I thank them for coming. I am extremely delighted to welcome Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, to the commissioning of the NIS Technology Building. We are indeed grateful to the most merciful Creator for witnessing this special event on the commissioning of this legacy building. On behalf of both serving and retired officers and men of the service, I wish to express our sincere appreciation to Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, for approving the construction and finishing of this edifice about to be commissioned today. This is the best project Nigeria Immigration Service has ever had since its establishment in 1958. The contract for the phase of this ultra-modern building was approved by the Federal Executive Council on the 1st of November 2018 at the sum of 7,119,139,883 naira only to Mrs. Julius Baja, PLC. Your Excellency, the Federal Executive Council, after a review of the impressive speed of work, again on the 14th of December 2020, approves the award of the second phase of the project at the sum of 2,10,080,759.65 kobo. I am pleased to say that both phases of the contract have been successfully executed by the contractors. For us in NIS, the unveiling of this building today provides a unique platform for security agencies in the country to truly synergize and harmonize efforts under one roof of frontally address various national security concerns using instrumentality of information and communication technology. The nature of the building in itself, which is robust in IT infrastructure, make it a great investment and a huge contribution to global security, particularly with the effect of connectivity to special platforms such as Interpol, International Civil Aviation, PKD, and PKI databases. With this, both local and transnational criminal activities can be easily monitored and nipped in the bud. Just yesterday, the Federal Executive Council again approved Security Data Intelligence Contract, which is a data consolidation, reconciliation, and reporting solution. This solution and the PKD-PKI solution approved by FEC last month will make this center gather information faster, optimize our collaboration, drive better informed decisions making, and ultimately help improve travel experience. We would like to assure the global community that holders of Nigerian passport can no longer travel with lost, stolen, or reissued passport. This information is now available to Interpol and ICAO member states. In the next few days, Nigeria can use their passport in any airport that has e-gate facilities throughout the world. I certainly cannot but commend the very useful roles played by Project Implementation Steering Committee comprising of agencies such as NIDA, ONSA, DSS, Nigerian Police Force, NIMSI, Galaxy Backbone, and other service providers. Their various contributions assisted in no small measure to achieve the realization and full automation of the system and operation of the building. As a technology hub of the service, operation at the center will achieve seamless synchronization and real-time sharing of virtual national security information with the relevant government agencies with a view of enhancing operational efficiency and national security. With this edifice, we are able to deploy e-border capability for enhanced border security and also harness mobility data available to us in the virtual space, application for facilities, port control, residency, and registration of migrants. With regard to security of data, the service has several layers of protection, ranging from physical level, which include provision of CCTV, access control, as well as system surveillance, to firewalls and vulnerability testing in the network security, down to constant penetration test of cloud and Internet of Things. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to state that Nigerian Immigration Service has evolved into a world-class migration management agency and has continued to play its pivotal role in the security and economic development of Nigeria. Following your gracious approval for my appointment as a Controller General in 2016, we have continued to upscale our system and processes, especially with the massive support of the federal government. This has enabled us to institute several reforms, efforts thereby advancing ease of doing business and also contribute to national security architecture. With the construction of this technology building, construction of 17 new command office complexes, 37 divisional offices, transit camps, 14 forward operational bases, an ultra-modern auditorium in the headquarters, and the Command and Staff College, Sokoto, we have already written our name in gold. Let me seize this opportunity to thank the United Nations Agency for Migration, the International Organization for Migration, for galvanizing international support for NIS to build one of the biggest and effective border management information systems in the world, called Migration Information Data Analysis System, MIDAS. This technology allows states to collect, process, and record information for the purpose of travelers' identification, verifying biometric inspection and authentication, travel document and data collection and analysis. MIDAS automatically captures travel biographic and biometric data through the use of document readers, webcam, and fingerprint readers at the entry point in our country. MIDAS is today in 22 locations, including airports. I would like to express my gratitude to the European Union, government of Switzerland, Japan, Germany, Denmark for the support. Our gratitude equally goes to the government of the United Kingdom for the support. For United States for the ongoing support for mobile MIDAS. We have already received requests from some countries for study tour of MIDAS facilities. On 15th February 2019, Mr. President launched the new 10-year carbonated passport, security-enhanced passport that can compete with any passport in the world. Despite the challenges of booklet available, which the Minister of Interior is doing everything possible to resolve, we have equally and gradually be rolling out the passport in different parts of the world and our missions. We have continued to improve quality of our passport and the process of acquiring same as part of our response to government's call on MDS to data harmonization. We have achieved full integration of enhanced e-passport with the NIMSI, following the provision of mandatory field for NIN in the travel document. We have commenced the implementation and operationalization of Nigerian Visa Policy 2020 document, which has graciously been launched by Mr. President last year. The Nigerian Visa Policy 2020 remains a revolution to stimulate the inflows of foreign direct investment into the country, as well as ensure adherence to requirements and the ease of doing business. The Nigerian Border Management Strategy 2019-23, launched by the Minister of Interior, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, is being effectively implemented. It is a roadmap with which we will anchor the delivery of modern IT-driven, and secured border lines to the country. Our special gratitude to the EU delegation for funding the development and documentation of the document. Mr. President, sir, this technology building could not have come at a better time than now, as it has placed the service in a vantage position to confront the criminal activities of terrorists, migrant smuggling, human traffickers, and our other transnational criminal activities who may want to use our route to commit crimes. We are ready to confront and check their activities through the use of our digital technology. Kindly permit me to assure the federal government that we will maintain this structure and protect the technology with a huge capital investment. Your Excellency, Mr. President, NIS is enjoying tremendous support of your administration, which makes it duty-bound for us to excel in the service of our fatherland. We thank the National Assembly for improved budgetary provision and the Ministry of Finance for improved budget releases. Most of my predecessors are seated here and can testify that service got barely 50% releases during their time. I'm just lucky to be CG at the time when budgetary provision has improved and budgetary releases are almost 100%. What is most important is the improved accountability in project delivery. The evidence is on ground for all to see throughout the country. May I, on behalf of all officers and men of the Nigerian Immigration Service, thank our monitor, the Minister Ogbeni Rob Arebeshala, for the support and close supervision. I would like to welcome all invited guests, comprising the honorable ministers, service chiefs, head of agencies, and other invited guests here present. Our special thanks goes to our beloved President, President Muhammadu Buhari, for graciously approving this technology building and for being here for the commissioning. Thank you, Your Excellency, and thank you all for your attention.
I must recognize those who deserve such recognition in an occasion like this. So I'm starting with Mr. President. President Muhammadu Buhari, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I equally recognize my colleagues who are here. Minister of Foreign Affairs, Minister of Information, Minister of Police Affairs, Minister of Women Affairs, and representative of the Honorable Minister of Communication and Digital Economy. They are all recognized and appreciated. I recognize the representative of the Inspector General of Police, Chairman, House Committee on Interior, my brother, Honorable Nazir Zango Daura. I recognize all the Controller Generals that are here, and equally the host Controller General of the Nigeria Immigration Service, Muhammadu Babandede. I recognize all the people representing the service chiefs, as well as the retired Controller Generals that are here. Our traditional chiefs that are here, recognize you. I recognize the Foreign Secretary, Ministry of Interior, directors in the ministry, as well as other senior officers of government that are here. I recognize the contractor, Masters Julius Baja, and other partners. As I do, gentlemen of the press and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget to recognize the wives of the officers of the immigration, the wives of the officers of the Nigerian Immigration Service. We thank you for your presence and the color you have added. That done, let me go to the speech. My speech is titled, A New Dawn in Border Management. A New Dawn in Border Management. Sir, It gives me great pleasure to be here today and be part of the path-breaking event, which is the commissioning of the Nigerian Immigration Service Technology Building. This is the dawn of a new day at the service and for border management in Nigeria. This development is very significant. It is evident in the preeminent role of information technology in security management. In the past, border watchers rely on language, physical look, ethnicity, and physical handwriting to one, observe, document, and record the features and characteristics of migrants. This requires a lot of guesswork and hard work, and the system was beaten easily with these guys. Those who could recall reading James Bond will know what I'm talking about. The James Bond's novels and films will know that it was very easy to beat this system. However, the development of photography was a quantum leap in border management, as the circulation of photographs of potential troublemakers leads to their arrest and entry deniers, though makeup artists could still dance around photographs. But with digital imaging and its accessories of fingerprint, retina scan, and voice print, identity disguise is almost nearly impossible now. That is what we have, that's the capacity we have acquired there. That is the capacity we are out and acquired there. Also, having a central data bank and data processing center provides access to information at the touch of a button. This makes it possible to monitor all entries and exits at our borders and have real-time information on all immigrants. That capability we have in Nigeria now, and that is what the CG has spoken about. This development will have a great impact on our security. What we have in this complex is the National Command and Control Center for all data coming from border management outposts, be it by satellite, hard connecting stations, and unmanned space vehicles. All sources are already deployed of technology are deployed to ensure that here we can physically see real time what happens everywhere that our men, that our officers are. This center receives and gives out still and motion photographs and audio signals in real time, coordinating seamlessly movements within our borders. Don't let me say more than that. It is from here also that the Migration Information and Data Analysis System, MIDAS, which enable the agency to coordinate movement of persons at our border posts and upload information on missing and stolen passports to Interpol database, is coordinated. Even though each station can independently connect to Interpol, that is, each station can do so, but we coordinate and can still do here as well. This is the first step in our long-term border management program, that we put our entire border line under real-time monitoring, thereby giving our law enforcement agencies capacity to totally secure our citizens and learn from external threat. Let me assure Nigerians that the security challenges we face at the moment are temporary and surmountable, and we are addressing them with vigor. Though the concerns are shared, but there is no need to despair. We are doing everything possible to tackle the security challenges facing our borders, land, sea, and air. The Nigerian Immigration Service has deployed adequate security in our air border, but our land borders remain the weakest link, I must admit. The challenge now is on how to effectively patrol the 4,047-kilometer perimeter land border line, which comprises of 1,690 kilometers with Cameroon, 87 kilometers with Chad, 1,497 kilometers with Niger Republic, 733 kilometers with Benin Republic, and a coastline of Gulf of Guinea with 853 kilometers. Our visa on arrival policy does not in any way compromise or jeopardize our national security. Let me repeat that line so that people will take this home. Our visa on arrival policy does not in any way compromise or jeopardize our national security. This is because foreigners coming to our country legitimately with pre-travel visa or visa on arrival is documented. And once you document any person, it's visible. It can no longer be anonymous. And that is one advantage of what we are doing here today and what we have installed everywhere. There's no need to fear. Therefore, to allay fears and to further address the heightened security challenges in the country of recent, we have immediately resolved to, among other things, one, reduce the period of stay for migrants to register from 90 days to 30 days. Henceforth, before now, when you enter on any visa, apart from diplomatic visa, you are given 90 days to register. Now, you must register after 30 days of stay. The ministry will take necessary steps to increase the registration centers from 1 per state to 1 per senatorial district to enable the fast tracking of implementation of this amendment before the end of our 180 days target. And two, immigration has been directed. The Nigerian Immigration Service has been directed to concentrate more on the borders by deploying 50% of its personnel to border outposts going forward. Clap for us. That is what you call in security terms surge. We are adopting a surge approach to ensuring that no space is left unmanned on our borderline. The ministry will make adequate arrangements to support the deployment with materials and needed logistics. The ministry has reached an appreciable level in the e-border program with Huawei that will require the installation of surveillance equipment nationwide and across the borderline. A pilot e-border system is already connected with one of our border control posts in this building to be commissioned by Mr. President today. When the project is completed fully, we will have 6 mega control posts, 16 medium control posts, 64 mini control posts, totaling 86 border posts, with command and control center in the technology building that we have there. And we are going to have patrols in the unmanned spaces between the border posts. So there will be no space left for anybody to beat the system. We believe strongly that it will largely address the security threats that we are facing from our land borders. I must thank profoundly Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, for his relentless commitment to ensuring that the security and welfare of Nigerians remain a top priority for this administration. The continuous support the Ministry of Interior has enjoyed from Mr. President in this regard cannot be overstated. Therefore, on behalf of the Permanent Secretary, directors, and other staff of the Ministry of Interior, I thank you, sir. Every time the President with a clap. I would also like to thank our technical partners for installing MIDAS. The CG NIS has mentioned them, so I equally want to thank them along with him. I congratulate all the officers and men of the Nigerian Immigration Service. I hereby enjoin you all to remain steadfast in the discharge of your duties. It is imperative that we attain success in order to path a prosperous Nigeria. So please stay focused. Let me remind all of us that COVID-19 is real and is still out there killing people. It is pertinent, therefore, that we all take necessary precaution in protecting ourselves. I don't enjoy what I'm wearing, but I must wear it to protect myself. It's not funny at all to be in balaclava in a civilized society, but what can we do? The pandemic is such that to protect yourself and others, you must mask up. Is that pertinent? That we all take necessary precaution in protecting ourselves, our families, and all the people we come in contact with. It is very important that we keep observing all the protocols, such as social distancing, avoiding crowd, basic hygiene, and present ourselves for treatment the moment we observe any symptoms. I forgot to mention the commissioners of our board. The two of you, I salute and congratulate you. We must commend the professionalism and craftsmanship of Master Julius Baja, our partner in ensuring that what we wanted is what is delivered. Master Julius Baja, where are you? Let the world see you. Thank you for a good job. Mr. President, sir, as I'm thanking you for the support you are giving us, I'm thanking everybody that is here for their kind attention. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The Honorable Minister of Interior, Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Honorable Minister of Police Affairs, Honorable Minister of Information and Culture, and Honorable Minister of Ladies. Members of the National Assembly, the Chief of Staff, the Secretary of the Federation, Permanent Secretaries and Director Generals, Controller General of Nigerian Immigration Service, heads of security and paramilitary agencies, senior government officials, former Controller Generals of Nigerian Immigration Service, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me much pleasure to virtually commission this technology building that will serve as the command and control center of the Nigerian Immigration Service, as well as a repository of personal data of Nigerians and expatriates resident in Nigeria being harvested by the Nigerian Immigration Service. This is in line with the vision of our administration to formulate and implement policies that will protect and enhance the lives and standards of living for Nigerians. This administration is relentless in its avowed desire to create an enabling business environment that will usher in economic boom for Nigerians and all those who do business with and in Nigeria. I appreciate the efforts of the Honorable Minister of Interior in ensuring that this edifice was built and made ready for commissioning. our immigration service will fully maximize the benefit of having this technology center and effectively play their part in sustaining the economic policies of this administration. As a security agency, I charge you to be relentless in carrying out your statutory duties of keeping our borders safe while we ensure that criminal elements don't find Nigeria as a safe haven to hide and perpetrate their criminality. I urge you to actively collaborate with international security organizations like the Interpol in safeguarding our borders. Remember that a safe border is a prerequisite for a safe nation. You must develop strong working relationships and ties with the international community and friendly nations as it relates to migration management, adopt and implement workable strategies from them while also sharing your best practices. Frontline workers and operators should remember that they are windows to the world. They show the best face of Nigeria at all times. It is imperative that our ranking in the Global Security Index improves, and I am using this medium to call on all security agencies to step up their activities towards achieving this goal. I assure you that the administration will give the much needed support to you in your operations. I congratulate all officers and men of the Nigerian Immigration Service for their dedication and work towards changing into a world-class migration management agency. I charge you not to rest on your present achievements, but strive to excel and make Nigeria proud. I have the honor to now virtually commission the Nigerian Immigration Service Technology Building, and I hereby direct the Honorable Minister of Interior to cut the tape and unveil the plaque. Thank you very much for listening, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Please, all other distinguished officers, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, to remain seated. We just want the honorable ministers and the CGI, the Chairman House Committee on Interior, to step forward for the unveiling of the plaque. And after the unveiling, they will proceed to cutting the tape and thereafter move into the building for a brief on what the building is all about. And while they go into the building, we would most respectfully request the representatives of the service chiefs and the Inspector General of Police to join them inside the building, to join them on the guided tour of the building. The microphone is there. Give it to them. The Honorable Minister, supported by other ministers and the CGI, unveiling the plaque.
Sorry.
This flag was unveiled by His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, in commemoration of the official commissioning of the Technology Building, Data Command and Control Center, Nigeria Immigration Service Headquarters, Sauka, Abuja, Thursday, 4th March 2021.
Please, a round of applause. The honorable ministers will go forward and cut the tape. They will proceed into the building. Please, this is to specially request all security details to stay outside, not to proceed with them into the building. All security
To the glory of
details.
God, benefit of all Nigerians, and effective usage by the officers and men of the NIS commission this building. I promise that it will be a center for the protection of our citizens, territory, through effective coordination of data, of visitors, and Nigerians deserving of immigration service and border management operations.
That's the tape. All security details to remain outside. Commissioners from the board are respectfully invited to join in the inspection of the building. And of course, the representative of the National Security Advisor and the Director General DSS will most humbly request that you join them in inspecting the building. Please, all security details remain outside. Your principals are safe in the building, please.
Great things happen. Great things happen where there is vision. Great things happen. Great things happen. Great things happen if we believe. Great things happen. Great things happen. Great things happen where there is vision. Great things happen. Great things happen. Great things happen if we believe. Great things happen. Seemed like yesterday when we started. This was just a dream. Hey, look where we are now. One step at a time. We did our best. Slowly but surely. Ooh, look where we are now. Hey, great things happen. Great things happen. Great things happen. Where there is vision. Great things happen. Great things happen. Great things happen. If we believe. Great things happen. Great things happen. Great things happen. Where there is vision. Great things happen. Great things happen. Great things happen. If we believe. Great things happen. Where there is vision. Where there is vision. Oh, things happen.